5 frightening pictures of mysterious creatures. Number 5. Real Ning-Yen. We've already talked about Ning-Yen in a previous video. It is a giant humanoid being that lives in the cold Japanese water looking for boats to sink. This time, we have something quite interesting about it, a photograph. The photo itself is from 2006, but it recently appeared on the Reddit forums. It was taken by the crew of a Japanese ship near Antarctica. At first, it was thought to be a submarine, but after seeing it moving articulately, it was thought to be some kind of a whale. But as they got closer, they could clearly see that the creature had arms and feet, but it was about 30 to 40 meters long. Suddenly, the Ning-Yen sank into the depths. Number 4. Loch Ness Monster seen from a satellite. Everyone's heard of the Loch Ness Monster, but have you seen any pictures of it? Now it's known that the classic 1920s photograph is a fake, but recently one of the satellites in charge of taking the photographs for Apple Maps captured a very strange image in Loch Ness in Scotland. The figure you can see is about 30 meters long, and everything seems to indicate that it is Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Specialists have analyzed the photograph carefully and have concluded that whatever it is not a boat, at least not any kind that is known. Also, it is impossible to not think of the fins when you see those lines on the sides of the central object. You can even see a hint of a tail at the back. What do you think? Number 3. Marty Klein's creature. At this point, we do not find just a photograph, but a rather complete photo studio. The author, Marty Klein, and his team. In the 1970s, Marty Klein invented a very powerful sonar with which the wreck of the Titanic and other wrecks were later discovered. This time, however, the mud penetrator, as Marty affectionately called it, was used in the Loch Ness project to obtain photographs of the mythical Loch Ness Monster, and it was achieved. First, a large object was detected chasing fish in the murky waters. When the object came close enough, using an underwater camera, the team took this photograph. Experts indicate that this rhomboid figure is none other than one of the fins of a plesiosaur. A few years later, during similar research, these 2 photographs were obtained of what appears to be the head and neck of an underwater creature. Skeptics have tried to disprove this study, but many are inclined to think that what Marty Klein captured is real. Number 2. Wedding photography. A user on an internet forum brought to light a very strange photograph of his grandparents' wedding. It was taken in 1942 in Jasper, Alabama. If you look at it quickly, it looks like an ordinary old photograph, perhaps a little disturbing to some, but nothing remarkable. But let's take a closer look at the tree right behind the woman. You still don't see anything? How about we take a closer look? Photography isn't so commonplace now, is it? About what that thing on the tree is, a lot has been said. The most commonly used argument at first was that the photo was digitally edited. Then it was said that the photo was manipulated years ago using other means. But this theory was quickly dismissed for the simple reason that the photograph is so old and that no one had the resources to do that. What do you think? Number 1. The oldest photograph of Bigfoot. From Canada, a truly incredible photograph arrives. The first image of Bigfoot. It was taken in 1894 by a group of hunters in the mountains of western Canada. In it, we can clearly see the dead creature on the snow, and all indicates that they were in a small village in the woods. But what makes this photograph so impressive and important is the history attached to it. Supposedly, the original photo was stolen from the archives of Hudson Bay Company. Let's keep in mind that Hudson Bay Company was, at the time, the equivalent of the government in Canada. Maybe the government is trying to cover up the existence of Bigfoot. Zone 0. Finally, we have a very particular photograph. Nobody knows exactly where it came from, although there have been people who have tried to guess where it was taken based on the dense fog. Still, the only thing that is known for certain is that it appeared on the internet sometime in the last decade. The photograph in question shows a horse being attacked by a creature with clear reptilian features. It's impossible not to think about a dinosaur. What do you think the creature in the photograph is? On the other hand, if you want to continue learning about mysterious creatures, you can't miss this video. There, we'll tell you about some monsters that could inhabit the swamps.